Hello, I am Archivist Zarin, and welcome to my study. Today, we are once again back to Rimworld. Now, last time, where we left off is we just destroyed this mech cluster that dropped right next to our base, and Haya got kind of beaten up from that encounter. You know, on top of the gut worms she already had, she also has, multiple gunshots, which is not preferable for most people. But that's fine. She'll recover pretty soon, I'm sure, and in the meantime, Void can just protect the entire base. But I was doing some planning, specifically because, we got this unstable power cell from the mech cluster. So if we are to house that somewhere, I was thinking we could place it in a room on the outside of the base. So, if it does explode, it won't be a huge issue. So I'm gonna have this double-walled little enclosure here where I'm gonna put any unstable power cells we get inside this little box. And hopefully that'll go well. We also need we need electricity hooked up to it. So let's just connect it all the way through to there. I don't know if these need like a direct wire or if a wire will like these just kind of come out from the main wire to it. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. But Void's gonna go grab that right now. And then we should probably haul that in. Oh yeah, but we did get... Oh, we didn't get the... Right, because the plasteel surgery requires, like, what, 10 medical? And you're not at 10 medical yet. So that's unfortunate. I don't know why you're trying to cook right now, but, whatever makes you happy, I guess. You're not going very quickly, though. You might want to not be doing that. Like, why are you trying to cook food when it's gonna take you like 5 hours to do it? That doesn't make much sense to me. Yeah, you need to feed her, because instead of going to just get food, she decided to try to cook pemmican, which I don't understand how that works, but whatever. It wouldn't be any fun if these people actually made sense. Alright, but we got plenty of plasteel for all the surgeries we would ever need. Yeah, but work is gonna get done pretty slowly around here without Paya being up, because all that Nelly can do is research and cut blocks, and then Void just doesn't have very high construction skill, and is, trying to run the whole base on his own, which wouldn't... It's not really gonna be very efficient. But it shouldn't take long. Well, I mean, these blaster shots are pretty grievous. That's fine. A trade ship is passing nearby. Let's see, can you do so? No, you're the one that can't do social. So, we're gonna need to have Paya in her weakened state try to trade with people. But that's fine. It should still work out alright. Oh, they have the charged sniper. I want that. But we don't have anything set up to actually be able to sell to them. Let's see. Because this is gonna be our storage once we actually get it finished. Can we move this? No. Because Because, yeah, right now we could only sell food, because that's where the only trade beacon is. But let's see, how much silver do we have? 12 silver. Probably because we made all the flooring in here, so we're not really swimming in cash right now. And I don't think we really have anything the traders would want to buy. So we might just need to let this sniper go and get the next one. Actually, where do we want this? Let's just put it out by the horse thing. Because over here it would be right in the middle of this pathway, so we don't want it there. Alright, well, we can't really do much about that. It would be nice to have that charged sniper rifle, but it's not like we can just make money up here out of thin air. Oh yeah, because Nelly is still the to-go box religion. That is not good. We haven't really gotten around to changing that stuff. Also, this is also an issue because there's a fire right next to the one spot of our wall where we can't have stone because of the frickin' marshy soil. So that's a problem. We just kind of need to hope it rains. And if it doesn't, we're in trouble. We also have a mad boomalope, so let's just close all the doors. Because I don't want to deal with that. We don't need more fire right now. Unless it starts raining to deal with this, then we could go out and deal with the boomalope pretty easily. Why are you trying to cook again? I mean, it's going a little bit faster this time, but you're still, like... There's a million things you can be doing outside, and you decide to make pemmican. Which is partially Nellie's fault, because they keep eating the pemmican. That's supposed to be for, you know, travel purposes. Where are you going? Oh gosh, I missed one door. No, you're not going outside. There's a boomalope. There's a bunch of stuff you can be doing in here. Like, hoping that the fire doesn't spread any closer. It seems like it will, though. Really? You know, you're just kind of too injured. Maybe you should just rest. Do I have all this in... No, I don't. Alright, so we might need to start fighting a fire if it doesn't cease and desist. We need all this. All that's gonna be the home area. Which actually all this should be home area as well, just to alert us of fires and stuff. And might as well have the walkways. Why not just fill pretty much this entire half of the base with home area? Doesn't hurt to have it there. So fire. That's unfortunate. And Nelly, you wanna start extinguishing fires? And it's raining. Perfect timing. What did you run into the... You ran into the fire. Why am I not surprised? I mean, I know that wildfires can be kind of dangerous, but you literally walked right into it. Okay, and this thing's asleep, so... And just allow all the doors again. Yeah, I'm not surprised you're leaving. You come in, burn yourself with some fire, and then just walk out. It's understandable. Alright. Well, she's almost back up and running. Kind of sad that all those guns were so accurate. Kind of made life a bit difficult for us. Which is the danger of being at such a disadvantage when it comes to just starting with one person. You kind of are stuck dealing with whatever happens. Because, like, if you get hit a few times, you just need to stay in bed for, like, a few days and nothing gets done. Alright, so an enemy landed in the transport pod. And they're pretty bad. They don't really have anything we need other than mining. And we can get mining elsewhere. Especially because they don't have any passion in it, so they're never going to get very high skill. And they've got, you know, paralytic abasia for 31 days. That's just not worth it. I don't think I've ever seen a colonist land with the paralytic abasia and been like, yeah, that person's worth investing 31 days worth of care, medicine, food just to get them as a colonist. Okay, and you're pretty much healed. Void, do the tending thing. There we go. And you go straight to making pemmican. We really need to get Nelly figured out. Let's just do that right now. Because we don't really have any critical research we're needing to get done, so just cooking pemmican while drafted. Okay, and then we're gonna convert you. And then do I need to enslave again, or if I release them, will it do the same thing? Also, you're gonna make our people upset, I think, if we end up saying no. Like, if we reject, people are gonna be unhappy, but does that count if I kill you? I mean, there's only one way to find out, I guess. You know, because I can postpone it, and then... yeah, and you need food, and then we'll go kill the dude. First, we're going to take his clothes to sell. And then... I mean, he's of an enemy faction. So I don't see why there'd be any issue. See? Easy as that. And the quest is gone. There we go. Nobody's unhappy. You know, we should just always deal with these kinds of issues this way, you know? Let's see, a volcanic winter for 10 days for somebody that we can't even see the stats of. I don't like that. You know, once again, if you're going to try to join my base, you kind of need to tell me what you're good at first. So I can determine if I actually want you here. Like, I don't know, they might be the best character in the game, but I'd never let them in. Because it's too big of a risk. Well, combat supplier. That won't really help us very much because we still haven't gotten this figured out. Because now everyone's focusing on this. But yeah, still call them. Why not? Let's see. So we can't sell anything to them. We don't have any money. And they don't have any weapons we want. So yeah, I guess that's that. We really need to get this set up so we can start trading with those kinds of ships. And you're still just meditating constantly. I still need to get around to getting mods figured out. It's just a hassle to have to, you know, go in, set what mods you want, and then you need to automatically restart the game to apply them. It's like if I could set the mods and then just quit the game, I'd like that. Because that's fine by me. You know, then I just do it at the end of a session, but having to wait for it to reboot is just kind of annoying, because it's like, I don't really want to go back into it at this point. I'm just trying to change the mod set. It shouldn't be that difficult, you know? And of course, we're still feeding this person pemmican. Why are we not converting them? Is wardening not, like... It says wardening is your highest priority. I don't know why you weren't doing that. You know, we gotta get this person converted as soon as possible. Oh. But this is in a different square, so we can't deal with that right now. I do have her set to 2 hours of meditation a day. Hopefully that's enough to keep the psi focus up. Very odd that you decide to build a roof here. I mean, that's not even an enclosed area, but kind of weird. Also, why is this not... Oh, because, yeah, it was an enclosed area, but that mechanoid came and destroyed this wall for no good reason. Eclipse, we don't really care. That doesn't affect us very much at all. Except, you know, temporarily slows down our crops growing. Okay, but we're finally getting walls built. It took them long enough, but... Yeah, I really don't know what else they were doing. I mean, they were eating, not converting this person. They were doing everything other than the stuff that was important, I guess. I don't know. But now they're actually getting stuff done. We definitely need this. We need this done so we can put the power cell down. And then we need all this done so we can actually start trading with people in the orbital ships. Okay. So you've actually been doing some work. That's good. Of course, we don't have enough blocks because we imprisoned Nelly and she's the one that makes the blocks, so we kind of want to get the conversion done as soon as possible. And Paya's still spending like half her time eating because of the dang gut worms. Void, go cure the gut worms. Yeah, it's gone. Okay. Oh, we got a scar. That sucks. That's gonna take down our moving significantly. Oh well. I mean, it's a scar on a leg, and we're gonna be getting an Archotech leg at a certain point. So either way, that scar is not lasting long. Yeah, your certainty is not falling very quickly. Quite unfortunate. Hey, but the constant 2% pain actually, you know, is somewhat helping with the psi casting. It's not a very significant amount, but you know, I guess it's something. It's the bright side, being in constant pain. Just trying to make sure they don't get themselves, like, blocked away, that they can't, you know, fully enclose it. Let's see, we probably want a slate door as well, just to make it non-flammable. And we want to roof all this. And then we'll want to take this out of our storage, because that is a very scary place to be storing it. And just put it right back in there. Alright, and this will give about 400 watts of power, I believe. Okay, you're trying to roof this, which I don't think you'll be able to do. Simply because, you know, it's way too big. I believe these, you need like a column somewhere in the middle to make it work. Okay, we're gonna need wires through the whole wall, because that just gives us easier access to the power grid. Because, you know, I could have just sent the wire up from here, but that is just a temporary solution that leaves the wire a bit more in harm's way, and we don't want that. Additionally, we should, wherever we can, start replacing all of this with slate. Which, yeah, that seems to be doing what I think it should be doing. But we're out of slate blocks, I think. Yeah, you need to hurry up with the converting. We still got plenty of steel, though. We don't really have plenty of components. That's why I earlier set these to be deconstructed, because each one of these gives like 11 components. So that'll get us back up to a good amount. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so this is just counted as, you know, a piece of wire. So we're gonna need to just have a wire going through here and put all of them on the sides. Actually, I guess if this one's already here, I guess we could just leave it, although that's way off center. So we probably want to still destroy it and get a new one in the middle. But let's see, we have marble blocks, so let's just make a marble column. Have you prioritize that? Because I wouldn't want them destroying this when it's like the only thing holding up the entire center of the room. So we gotta get this built first. And then we need all these wires built. There's a lot to do. Everything's so slow when you're not, you know, covered in bionics and able to move at like 500% speed. Another transport pod crash. Okay, this one does not have paralytic abasia. and is of... Is that... I guess that's an... No, that's not a faction. That's just the religion. So it doesn't seem like they have a faction. They don't really have anything we need, other than, I guess, good construction. And fast learner. I mean, I guess they could really do anything with fast learner, even if they don't have passion for it. They do have artistic, which a lot of people like to have an artistic character in the base. But I don't know. I usually don't rely on sculptures very much. But I suppose it doesn't exactly matter either way, and they can fight somewhat. I mean, if I give them a melee weapon, they can fight. I think. Oh, it's because... Yeah, so their learning speed is actually really high, but because artistic has a critical passion in it, it makes it that even other things have a lower overall learning speed because it multiplies everything by 25%. That's not great. So even with fast learner, everything's gonna be even slower comparatively. That's bad. That's really bad. Yeah, we're not gonna save you, because I mean I considered it, but the critical thing, that just kind of makes you not very versatile. Oh, and we'll still take your clothes though. You know, good selling that stuff. But we need to get this set up so we can actually start getting energy. We need to get all these set up so we can actually get this. I don't know, our guys are just kind of running in circles. Yeah, and I guess that's why Void is running in circles, because his hauling is at a higher priority than his constructing. I might need to start building, like, the walkways around the base. So this is still outdoors. You guys need to build this... Oh, but it's because it's slate and we don't have any more slate. Until we convert the person, which is still taking a while. Alright, we made some progress down here. A bit more slate wall. Alright, and so that's connected up to the grid. Which is good, because obviously the grid was a bit strained before we did that. Why are you going over here again? We need to, like, destroy these so that her only option is to go down to here, the closest one. Okay, now this is in the middle of a pathway. We need to not have that be a thing. So anywhere I would put it outside would be in the middle of a walkway, so that doesn't exactly help us. And let's start getting paved tile all over the base. Of course, we have marsh around the area as well that we're gonna need to keep an eye out for. We're just gonna do this to get us a more movement speed around the base. Just put in the main pathways for now. Yeah, and this we can shrink the zone there. You shrink the zone there. Well, I still want the growing zone here. No, I don't want. Why is it always default to potatoes? I don't want potatoes there. Okay, but these will give us granite, which doesn't help us because we're making everything out of slate anyways. Okay, and create stockpile there. And then let's just get rid of these so that you'll slowly start maneuvering everything up into the main stockpile. Which I believe these 3 rooms should easily consolidate into here. But I suppose it remains to be seen. Because yeah, this is a way bigger room than any of these are. And it'll all be covered by the trade beacon. Also, we should probably finally move Void out into this room. We can put the slave person inside the research room. Because they're the research slave anyways, so they're gonna be in that room quite a lot. Okay, and you're making more pemmican for some reason. This person keeps eating it. It's supposed to be travel food. Stop feeding it to them. Just let them eat nutrient paste, like everybody else. Alright. So, there's not a lot they'll buy, which is unfortunate. Because I kind of want to get all their stuff. Like, they have an immuno enhancer, which I need to remember. Is this the one that you want? Or is this... Okay, because yeah, this one's not the one you really want. Because while it improves your immunity gain speed, it has to be installed inside of a kidney. Which means that if you ever get a bionic kidney, this is just going to be gone. So you don't really want to do that. I would get the synthetic skin gland if I could, but I think even if I were to sell everything I hold dear, it wouldn't be nearly enough to purchase it. Like, just in theory, if I were to sell every single thing they'll buy, I'm still 1,000 silver short. So, not really gonna happen. Unfortunate. Yeah, that's the issue with the Imperial traders coming so often, is that they always have stuff that I want, and yet they never buy anything that I have. So we'll need to wait until we get another big shipment of Devil Strand, and then go sell that, get a bunch of money. We need to just hope that there's more bulk goods traders coming around. Okay, but we're getting all our cloth, which means that we can start actually, you know, flooring places. Let's start with the dining room. Or should we start with the bedrooms? Because, I mean, that would make the bedrooms a whole lot better. Probably make people happier. But having a good dining room is also a consideration. The bedrooms are smaller, so we can get those done a bit quicker. Let's see. We're doing regular or fine carpet? Probably regular carpet. And let's see. There's red or scarlet. Probably just red. Red is probably fine. So yeah, let's start with Paya's room. And just make that all red. Then I don't know if we'll have any cloth left over, so we'll just leave that there. Oh boy, group of Neanderthals, which most of them have melee weapons. We got 3 people with ranged weapons. And 2 out of those 3 have 0 shooting. So that's good. That's a plus. Did it say they were attacking immediately? I never look at that. They are attacking immediately. Okay. Are you guys good? Yeah, you're fine. So I guess let's just send both of you out. Of course, you know, it makes sense that they would attack right in the middle of a rainy night because they don't want us to be outranging them and hiding them around all the time. You guys kind of need to have better aim, you know? Because they're going to catch up if you don't have better aim. Alright. Void, you get inside. Paya, do speed boost. Well, that was perfect timing. Right as the lightning hits. I can't see the lightning. Okay. So their bow users are over here, and I think some down here. So Void is going to just go inside and start defending. And Paya should be able to outrun these guys pretty readily. Okay, Void, move back. Okay, luckily it's raining. And you need to have better aim. Because either you'll have better aim or... Oh, that's good. I was going to say, either you'll have better aim or they'll have better aim. And we don't want them having better aim than you. Let's see, did they break in? They did not. Okay, Void, you can come out and start kind of trying to flank them. Guess it's not really flanking because I've now spun around, so that's the front, but yeah, that's fine. You know, just any more bullets we can get on the field is good. These dang Neanderthals. Like, I've hit them so many times, and they're still just... We've only taken one of them down. They're so tanky. Alright, Void, keep moving. They have, by some miracle, not hit either of us yet. Okay, but Void's getting plenty of shooting practice. Just keep cycling them. Keep running in a circle. We got another one. Seriously, you kind of need to get rid of their archers. Please. Like, we've hit them so many times, how are they not bleeding out? Like this guy, look at that. We've hit them 5 times with a charge rifle. This guy's missing his right leg and he's still moving. Like, these Neanderthals are just absolutely impossible to deal with. And of course, we got hit in the heart from their freaking recurve bow. So let's see. Who among them is actually still... You're like the least dead. Let's take a moment. Get you to do that. We'll do another speed boost on us, because we're now a bit injured. You need to move over here. Void's done over there. So we're going to move you back inside. You get inside, Void. Alright, they're fighting each other right now. Void, you get back inside as well. Don't clean. Why are you trying to clean? Just... Oh, because you're not. Because you undrafted. Which is not good. Okay, you need to move in here. Yeah, so they fleed. Fleeted. Alright, and then Void, you're gonna... No, not with that medicine. You're gonna tend to you. Because you're, like, almost dead. Because, you know, if you get an arrow in your heart, that's usually a bad thing. You know, I'd say, like, 10-20% of the time you're probably gonna die of that. Alright, and they're all dying because of the extreme blood loss that we've inflicted upon them. That somehow didn't kill them sooner. Did any of them pass out while running? Yes, one of them did. Maybe that Berserk went decently well. You know, it did cause some infighting, which gave us a bit more of a time frame to get us out of there. You know, if we were able to get that synthetic skin gland, then those... Honestly, those recurve bows probably couldn't even pierce us at all. Because that thing's incredibly strong. And nobody's converting Nelly now because you're all injured. I mean, it kind of sucks that we have bad social things with these guys, but I don't think it really matters. I don't think your slave has to like you. Alright, but you're recovering quickly because the heart doesn't have a lot of health. So it can almost be destroyed very easily, but just as easily it can bounce back. Because, yeah, it keeps jumping up by a lot. So for her, we need an Archotech leg, and a synthetic skin gland, and bionic power arm. Those are what we're looking for. But we're not going to find that from farming traders. And we're also not going to be able to find it for cheap. So we need this Devil Strand to hurry up. Yeah, we can't do that. We don't have a good enough bedroom. Plus, a mech cluster of 3 times size. Yeah, that's not happening. Because at 500%, that is, what, 15 times the regular size for our colony? If it works that way. Or if it's additive instead of multiplicative, then it would just be 8 times size. But I think that it would be multiplicative, you know? I would just think that. So they'll actually buy our regular meat for a good price. We don't need this. We can't buy any components from them, even if they're selling components. Yeah, let's just sell our non-humane meat. Because in the end, as long as we have some kind of meat, we're fine. And if they're buying everything else for better, then why not? There we go. Get 800 silver. I'll take it. Are you carrying the silver? Where's the silver? I can never find where the stuff is. They always hide it. There it is. Yeah, hold the silver in. See, we're gonna have so much more humane meat very soon. So our food supply is secure for the time being. Oh yeah, and we're also having to deal with this. Which, if we can manage to destroy this somehow without blowing anything up, then that's 3 unstable power cells right there. Like, that's kind of insane. But I kind of doubt that we'd be able to do that. Now, we could always just get behind this thing and destroy it and then run. And then the guns would be active, but that's like some random trader or raider's problem if they get close. Oh, but it does have a mech assembler. It's making centipedes, so we might not want to mess with that. But this is making it so that our crops aren't growing as efficiently as they should. So we would need to get in here. Let's see. These don't have a minimum range. Because, like, if we got one person up here and one person over here, we could destroy the big turrets. But these will still be an issue. And all of these explode a lot faster than these do. So, well, this is counted as a solid object. We could stand inside of the range right there and shoot at this and hope this can't fire at us. Yeah, because then all 4 of these would be out of our range. We would just need to stand right there and fire. Then we could take this out, move a bit closer, take this out, hope it doesn't hit us too many times, because those things hurt. And this will take 4 days, or not 4 days. It'll take an amount of days to assemble, I think, so we should have enough time to get in there, shoot everything down, and get out before that becomes an issue. And actually, we could have one person up here, and the other person probably down here, using the gun itself to block these guys from being able to hit us. But I don't know how well that would work. But we kind of need to get rid of this. Because that Devil Strand is the only thing that's keeping us afloat. And if that can't grow correctly, that's not good. We do a lot of damage, so we can take out these turrets quite easily. If we can just get up to them. I'm not sure. You know, the preferable option would just be have a trader come through here, but the chance of that happening is not high. But you know what? We got speed boost. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna save, because we always do. And then... Oh, wait, but the reason we didn't do that is because of the mech assembler. Well, what we could do is come in here. We could stand there like planned, because nothing can shoot us from there as far as I have calculated. We could shoot this down from that vantage point, then shoot this down and shoot this down finally, and then book it. And just hope that these guys can't hit us fast enough after destroying this before we get out of range, which for all these guys would pretty much just be way over here. But it is raining, so that will give us a little bit of an advantage. And hopefully these things don't activate when we get close. Because I think because they're dormant, they only activate if we attack. But I don't have any assurance on that. Okay, I think here, yeah, there is the good spot. And now, for the moment of truth, will we be able to take out this, this, and this? Or are we going to need to reload? Because if this thing can hit us... Oh, well, we can't hit it. So I think that's... You know, if we can't shoot them, that's a pretty good sign that they can't shoot us. So let's start shooting this bad boy. And we're safe. Never mind, this thing creates it... I guess it makes the first one instantly. That's a problem. Can't hit target. Why are you not... There we go. Okay, well, this is now all, you know, it should attack things, but that also means it will attack us. So let's get the heck out of Dodge. Okay. Now, hopefully, that will start attacking things instead of us. Because if that thing can just wipe out the rest of their, you know, their guns, then that would be nice. I don't know how long the Berserk lasts. 15 seconds? Yeah, that's not nearly long enough. Yeah, it got its sense back. Can we can't, we need to be able to see it to be able to do that. Let's see. I think if we can get in range and berserk this again, we'd have a good chance of beating this. We just need to, yeah, if we come around this corner to do that, we'll be in range of these. But we're probably going to have to reload anyways, so we might as well take the one chance we have. Which is... Oh, nope. We gotta reload. Yeah, turns out I made a calculated error, which is that apparently mech constructors construct the first mech instantly, even though you wouldn't really think they could. But that's fine. We're just gonna leave it. Because, I mean, the plan of standing here and taking these three out was decent, but I couldn't factor this thing insta-assembling. So we'll just wait. We'll wait for someone else to take it out and just have everything grow at 72% until that happens. Or, as I said, we could always just stand, like, further back and shoot, like, stand back here, shoot this, and then once it's destroyed, we run. Because then we just need to deal with, like, mechs trickling in every so often. Okay, we gotta... Why did you have a crisis of belief right as we were about to convert you? That just gave you even more assurance in a completely different religion. That's BS. And why are you starving? Why has literally nobody... Well, like, we can't give you food now because, you know, you're in a mental breakdown. But why has nobody been feeding you? You know, I'll never understand why nobody in this game ever prioritizes wardening. Like, I have wardening as the #1 thing beyond firefighting, and we haven't been fighting fires. So why has she not been feeding this person? It makes absolutely no sense. Transport pod, but you're useless. So I guess our person's just gonna starve because we can't feed them while they're in a mental breakdown, and we didn't feed them before it because we're just mentally deficient, I guess. You know, I really wish that colonists did things that made sense. I don't know, maybe we were fighting that whole time? There was the Neanderthal threat, but that was a little while ago now. We've had plenty of spare time to just grab a meal and throw it at them. Of course, now we've got a completely different threat coming in. About 10 dozen pigs, all with guns. That's gonna be great. Yeah, we can't really outrange them. We can't shoot more bullets than them because, you know, they have 50 people. Why is it not counting you? Why do you not exist? We have a ghost pig. I cannot, literally, if I select all the pigs, they are not selected. They don't exist. That is weird. I've never seen that. Anyways, this kind of seems unwinnable. They've got higher range. Now, I guess I do have Berserk. Berserk makes anything winnable if you play it right. So let's see what we can do Berserk wise. Send you outside. Oh, and they're waiting. Okay, that's perfect. Berserk has a nice big radius. So here's the plan. How much does Berserk take? Oh, not very much. It's mainly just a heat sink. Okay then. Plan. We gotta get as close as we can and then decoy. So move over to here. And then throw a decoy out over this way. Move down here. We're gonna need to find whoever's strongest amongst them. Ooh, probably a grenade one. Yeah. Berserk you, and then hide. Because our heat is all full up. Alright, well, we pretty much took out one with the Berserk, and the ghost guy got injured. I still, well, like, does that happen to people? Is that normal? To have ghost enemies? Because I don't see that very often, personally. Alright, and then, luckily they're waiting, so we can cool down for a minute. But once our heat gets back down to a lower number... Where are you going? No, you don't need to, you don't need to be meditating right out next to the enemies right now. That is unnecessary. So yeah, let's see. If we could berserk another person, we probably want somebody with an actual gun. Because the grenade person was great, but they didn't actually get a shot off because there was someone meleeing them. So... Although actually, keeping the grenade guys alive and berserking someone in the middle of their group will make the grenade guys throw into the middle of their group and hopefully do some splash damage. Yeah, that is a lot of heat. So you're gonna need to be doing something that isn't that, please. Deliver food to this person, finally. Okay, our psi focus has recovered. Our neural heat has gone down. So let's see. What does decoy take? 40 heat as well. So we would have 2 heat to spare if we do decoy and then berserk, which is essentially how we're going to need to do it. Because we're not going to get close enough to berserk unless we have a decoy out. So let's head over here. Down to 1 speed. Place our decoy. Try to get in close. Okay, we're not gonna do that. Not gonna do that one because they're dead. You have actually move a little closer and get this one. You just knocked out the one you just berserked. Okay. I mean, I appreciate the effectiveness. I don't appreciate who you're targeting. Alright, we're a little injured, which sucks. We're gonna need to wait a few seconds and get another berserk ready. So just keep backing up. Luckily we have this wall here that'll buy us a few seconds. Alright, Void, you're gonna need to come out here to back us up, because we're about to get overrun. Okay, we can get one more berserk, hopefully. Nope, we cannot. So that's that. We failed. I mean, if we can somehow get them to retreat right now, then maybe. But yeah, they're going for that. So we just kind of need to reload. Which I think I need to go out to the menu and also, yeah, that was before. I didn't save before this fight. Because I basically thought we were dead anyways, so I didn't want to save with them on the map. So we need to do that better because every berserked person we had died instantly. I'm going to quit to the main menu to hopefully circumvent the loading game soft lock, which I have no idea how to circumvent that exactly. It just happens. I assume it doesn't happen from the menu. Maybe it just happens if you're loading from in the world. I don't know. I haven't had that bug happen enough times to be able to really study when it happens and when it doesn't. Alright, so we're back here. There's no pigs. Ooh, another thing we could do, if the pigs come back and they're just as difficult, I could actually open the Ancient Danger and have them deal with whatever comes out. It's a classic strategy. But as of yet, we are not nearly strong enough to handle an entire army of those things. But we will be eventually. We just need to give it time, get some bionics. Then we'll be a one-person army. Yeah, Psi-Link level. Because yeah, this was the save that I made before trying to do this, and that didn't work out. I mean, I guess another option we could do is just try to bring the enemies up to here and have them activate this. Because if they get stuck next to the mechanoids, they're going to worry more about that than us. You know, have the two threats deal with each other. But that could also go horribly wrong. Oh, and you are still starving because for some reason my person is still neglecting you for no reason whatsoever. Like, why do you do that? Why? Please answer my questions. You have wardening. This is this is a person to be wardened. They're literally putting meditation over feeding a prisoner who is starving. Like that, they really need to get their stuff together and figure out their priorities. Monkeys. Is that... It's four monkeys. 3 are up there, 1 is over here. Okay. That's not bad. Nobody's even outside the base, so... Of course, now we're going outside the base, so let's... Yeah, it shouldn't be an issue. They have such low health. As long as we can actually hit them, ever, then they'll die pretty easily. But it is raining, so our aim is going to be absolutely atrocious. I can't wait until we get you into being a melee person. Because then aim has nothing to do with it. You know, I mean, we still have, like, melee hit chance being an issue, but we certainly don't have to worry about aiming with ranged weapons. And I don't think the rain or fog makes it harder to aim in melee, so that issue will be entirely resolved. Why do I keep not activating mods? I really need the mod that Psi Focus doesn't decrease. Because she's just, like, absolutely paralyzed. We're getting absolutely nothing done in the base because she's just getting Psi Focus constantly. It's like a full-time job just to have you be able to use your brain. Which means that she neglects every other duty. We can't be having that. That's not okay. I mean, maybe it'll work itself out, because if I get enough Psycast levels, maybe that'll just make it so the meditation's really efficient and she only really needs a couple hours a day, but even so, it's not exactly... Well, hey, you got cooking skill, so you actually made the survival meals. That's nice. So we won't need the pemmican anymore. Yeah, because I think that was, what, 10 cooking skill needed? No, 8 cooking skill. That's a lot of humane meat. A farming trader. I mean, they'll buy meat. Not much else you can ask of someone. That is a lot of donkeys. More like a ranching trader. So why have we not deconstructed those things down there yet? We were just slacking off at this point. Alright, we probably don't need more than 500 human meat. So we'll sell all but 500 of that, and any spare corn we have. Which, I mean, they have a lot of they have a lot of money. Kind of wish I could take all that money. But we're not getting enough food to do that efficiently. So I suppose that's all we can sell. I mean, a cool 1,000 silver isn't a bad amount of money to get in one transaction. And we finally got the bulk of our stuff covered by this little trade beacon here. Wait, was that a green Itakeen? Yeah. I think it is. Bulk goods trader, finally. And a mad yak. Hey, you guys might want to deal with this thing. Oh, it's not coming your way. Okay. That's probably good for you. As soon as you wake up, go. Okay, go trade with them now, I guess. Alright, bulk goods trader, finally. Okay, and they're not buying any of our tainted stuff, which is weird. Because I could have, like, when I first started this game, I could have sworn they didn't buy tainted stuff. But then recently, it might have been because of a mod, but I could have sworn they now did buy tainted stuff. And now I just don't know what to think, because they're back to not buying it again. So it very well could have been a mod that I, for some reason, disabled for this playthrough. And I need to probably go through and figure out what that was. Because I kind of want to be able to sell tainted stuff again. Okay, and they don't have any components. They don't... I don't think they have anything I really want. They just have a bunch of money. And I want the money. So yeah, we'll leave it at that. Just sell a bunch of our random armor. And I suppose because nobody's buying the tainted stuff, we will go to apparel, not allow tainted stuff, because evidently that's just what we have to do. And then we'll create the outside stockpile of shame and just put all our tainted apparel in here. Yeah, so let's clear all, do all apparel, but no clean apparel. Only tainted stuff. Alright, so then anything that is counted as tainted will be placed outside. Let's see. Because obviously nobody's wanting to buy it anymore. So it's not really worth it just having it take up space in our storage. Hey, finally. Alright. And then I think I need to enslave you again. I'm not certain, but I think we need to. So let's see. All the rest of this is still tainted. We just haven't brought it outside yet. We might need more space. Excusez-moi. Oh. You just casually decimated this yak. Alright. I mean, that's fine. And I have nothing against that. I was just a bit surprised. Because, you know, when the game slows down and you hear shooting, usually you kind of expect the worst. But that was alright. We're getting the monkey meat. It's probably good. Which, once again, I don't really see how it's much different than human meat, but... You know, I guess it's just a psychological difference. Probably looks and acts much the same, but... As long as you have that mental assurance that it isn't a human, then you'll be fine. Ooh, I want a shield belt. We should make one of those. Whenever we get Nelly back. So, okay, and the will is lower now. I do wonder. I'm trying to remember if I can just release her or not. It's a complicated subject. Because I know that if they're a colonist and you release them, they'll still be your colonist. But I don't know if they're, you know, if they were a slave and thus not of your faction, are they still going to be on your side if you were to release them? Because I don't think they would be. I think release kind of means that you're sending them off back to their faction, and we're not their faction. So that wouldn't help us. Okay, so we can get all that into Slate. We're very close to almost being able to do all that. And we have a lot of tainted gear. Like, I keep expanding this radius and we keep filling it up. So we just need to keep going, I guess. Looks like we're almost to the end, though. I don't see where we could be hiding that much more tainted gear. Unless Void's just carrying it all. I don't know. Okay, was that the last of it? Almost. And we almost have the first room all carpeted up. So we can start with the second room. Not that I think we have enough cloth for the full second room, but we'll be pretty close. You know, I was going to criticize Void for coming all the way down here just to get steel, but it was 40 steel, so that's probably worth it. And that means I finally destroyed those ship chunks, meaning we have our components now. That's good, because I've been waiting for them to do that for a while. Oh yeah, we'll be getting a lot of these messages as all this stuff deteriorates away into nothing. But that's fine. But our storage looks so much cleaner without all of this. You know, we could probably use like a war merchant. Cause look how many weapons we've got in here. And that's what happens when you play on, you know, 500% difficulty. They just send too many people. They all have weapons to sell. Right, because now we can just give you nutrient paste, because you actually are of a sensible religion. Once again, transhumanist modded, I don't think you are. But, you know, whatever floats your boat. Alright, but you're back. Why are you doing construct? Did you... Oh, we just... No, we have a research project. Nelly, you're not supposed to be... Yeah, I think it reset all your... That's weird. Yeah, because you're not supposed to be on construction. It's not your cup of tea. Mining, there's crafting to be done. Do crafting. We've been waiting for you to be back so you can do some crafting. Cause I want that shield belt. I really, really want that shield belt. Cause that will... Oh wait, we can't use shield belts if we're using ranged weapons. Okay, well, I guess the shield belt will need to wait until we actually have a good melee weapon for Paya to be using. Because I forgot shield belts are two-way. So if you try to shoot out of a shield belt, it won't work very well. So we're just, hopefully it's of good quality. So when we do get a melee weapon, we can... Oh, it's of excellent quality. That's good. So we'll just have that not allowed for the moment. We also don't need these anymore. Just leave those alone. We have plenty of components. Yeah, they're wanting a priest. That is kind of an issue. Because while we have 3 people in the religion, you know, Void can't do social. The other one's a slave who has 0 social, and I want Paya to be the leader. So we can't have a priest right now. Try again after the beep. So just... It does kind of suck that they demand a priest at 3 members, because that's just kind of unrealistic. You know, you can't be expecting me to have a good priestly person with just 3 members. But I guess it's only a -5. Oh, you're not even upset about it. It's just you. And yeah, but just the regular colonists are upset about it. Which I don't understand why that's such a big issue. Interesting. Oh, because I was like, why is it at 100% growth rate? But that's because that's rich soil, and this is still being an issue. We still need to figure out how we're getting rid of this. Which I have no clue. Why are you researching? Do you have nothing better to be doing? Like a million things you're assigned to do. But I guess Void is also assigned to those things, so he's doing all that stuff for you. Okay, let's finally build these 2 and this, if Nelly will actually, you know, give us enough stone chunks. Okay, it's good to see that all these projects we've been wanting to work on are finally getting done. Like having this thing in a technically outdoors area was really quite risky. Not a fan. Also, let's add this to the home zone. Good. Because yeah, some of these are very dirty, and we want that to be probably cleaned up. Which I guess I'm not really sure why we need it cleaned up. Also, I hate how, like, we killed this thing ourselves. Like, Void is the one that shot it. And yet it was still at don't touch it. I would think if it's your own colonist that kills something, it should be set to, like, you know, you can butcher it and everything. But apparently not. A mining goods trader, that's not very useful. But I guess we'll see if they survive, or if they surprise us. Maybe they'll have something good. And as expected, not really. I mean, they're selling components for an extremely, you know, high price, which I don't appreciate. We can sell all these granite blocks because we're making stuff out of slate. No, we don't want to buy granite. We want to sell them. Thank you. That'll make us a tiny bit of money. We don't need chem fuel right now. by the time we need chem... Although, I guess if we want drop... Why would we need drop pods, though? I don't know. If we're going to be using chem fuel for something, we're going to start making chem fuel out of corn. And we have infinite corn, so that shouldn't be an issue. We'll just take their money. 150 silver, closer to getting some bionics for us. Hey, do you guys want to, like, go roughly diagonally to the, you know, top right when you leave? You want to go that way? Maybe shoot at some things while you're going? That would be nice. That would be efficient for us. Let's see, what are we even researching? We're getting the supercharger. That's not all that important right now. And you're going out and mining this stuff, which hasn't really been important in a while. We don't need that. And we do need some more steel at some point, but we're not making anything extensive out of steel right now, so we can save that for later. There's gotta be more important things for you guys to be doing. But I guess not. Maybe we should expand this way and make another farm. Because obviously, they're just bored out of their minds. So let's start planning where our expansion would be. So this is a 6x6. Give some allowance by the edge of the wall. Right there, and then... Okay, if we did this, then all of this, as far as I can tell, is not only buildable soil, but also growable soil. Let's do this to just see. Yeah, literally all of it except that one little piece up in the top portion. Everywhere except this is all the same fertility and all good for growing. So I suppose that's our next project. We'll just build slate walls around this entire enclosure. We'll put some doors. Let's see. Because this is the door in and out of there. So let's place one there, some over here, over there, and where's the middle here? It's right about at these two. So let's put the door like, I don't know. That's close enough. And I probably want another one just up here. You know, far enough away from this door to be worth it, but close enough that the fastest way in here wouldn't be to go down through both of these. So that is our next expansion, whenever we get all that done. And this will just basically be a power source and a huge Devil Strand farm. Like, all of this is just going to be farming land. So that's good. I feel good about that. And we'll keep this wall here just as if, like, they break into the Devil Strand farm section, they're not going to be straight into our base. Because that would suck. We wouldn't want to do that. And I guess with this expansion, this is now a lot closer to us. But I kind of just want to deconstruct these. Because they are distracting us way too much. I'd rather you just go down here, or better yet, just use a piece of art inside our base. Which we don't have any, but if we did, then you should do that. We do need somebody to make some art, I think. Oh, mad elephant. That's a problem. Although also not a problem, because that's a lot of meat. Alright, Paya, get out there. Hunt us up an elephant. That is a fast elephant. That is... Okay, it's slowing down. Luckily, it's such a big target that we don't have to worry about. Okay, you can't finish. There we go. So go do that. Get lots of meat. Yeah, haul the elephant in, because that seems plausible. You know, that's something humans can do. Just pick up the elephant on your back and carry it in. Good 350 meat and 100 leather. That's some good value right there. Though I'm glad it was just the one elephant, because that could have actually been dangerous had they sent more than just one. So yeah, I'm gonna need a recreation room somewhere in here, because right now this is still just empty space. I don't know what the heck I'm doing with it. I could turn it into more farms, because I think most of this is plantable, but I do need a recreation room somewhere in here, and we need to enclose this somehow. Not fully, probably. We'd probably want to, like, go around it, actually. Like, enclose it in walls, but not in roof. So then that would leave the rest of this space, essentially, open to us. Now, I suppose we could just make this the shape of the rec room. Let's have, like, an entrance over here. But that's a bit too big. Really? Both of you got malaria? How is that fair? And we still couldn't get you super immune. You're super immune, so you should have no issue with it whatsoever. Because, yeah, malaria is one of those fast sicknesses, so as long as you keep it tended. Self-tended is disabled. Why do I have my medic not have self-tending? Why would I do such a thing? Okay, we need a better place to be storing our medicine. We probably want to store it inside the hospital. So let's do that. Zone, stockpile, clear all. Where would that be? Not under apparel. Manufactured medicine. We'll put herbal medicine and regular medicine in this. Put that up to important. No stacked emergent. I really hate it when it does that. Because, like, this is only at normal priority. The other one's at important, so I kind of want him to move it to the other one, but I need to take it out of the stockpile first for him to register that that's what I want him to do. Tend to you. Good. Yeah, we're gonna need more medicine production once we get all this up and running as well. Like, plant a big old square of medicine somewhere around here. But I don't think... Oh, you actually kind of do need to wait. I was gonna say you don't really need to wait until you're healed, but yeah, you're not fighting the malaria off too well. Void's doing a lot better, and he has a much worse tend quality. So let's see. You're still just at 8 medical. I don't think that was enough. Yeah, for boost immunity, you need 10. Sadly, we haven't been getting any, like, medical skill trainers or anything. So he's just kind of stuck with whatever skill we can get him. And she needs to, we'll set bed rest to 1 because she's actually struggling. But he's fine. He's still running around doing stuff, and he's, that's why we need to get super immune on people. Yeah, I really need to redesign this room. Or maybe even just redesign this one. Because if we were to basically just make this a hallway, like so, we destroy these and remove the roof area, then that would make a direct path from up here to down here. And then we can floor it with, whatever it'll let us do. Now this is an interesting place for the entrance, because that's where I was going to have the wall of this, but we're just going to need to ignore that. I just want a much quicker path between the food and the patient as possible, because otherwise that's going to be a lot of wasted time. And we'll just move this wall over a bit to make room for that entrance. But while the malaria will delay us significantly, make it hard to get anything done, it should not kill anybody, in theory. We should be alright. We're actually building up some slate blocks while we're passed out. It's good. But yeah, our grid is still doing fine. We don't really need to invest in getting this set up yet. But when we do, we're going to need more steel. By quite a lot. Which we don't even have a quarry set up yet. So I don't know where we're going to get that mass amount of steel from, but I guess we'll figure it out when the time comes. Ah, forced descent. That's a pretty interesting quest. Although... Huh. Now, we will get a lot of pirates coming in, and they'll have weapons and clothing that can be sold, plus a lot of meat. But at the same time, one trooper for those kinds of attacks, that I don't know how worth it that would be. I don't think so. I think that's way too risky on such a high difficulty modifier. Like if it was normal difficulty, I would be like, sure. Because that generally one trooper can take out like 5 or 6 tribal people if they have a good enough gun. So I'm not too worried about it, but on 5 times difficulty, it's like they could send 20 tribals in, and I'd be left to clean up the rest of it that the one trooper can't handle. And we don't really have the current manpower for that. We're a bit, you know, understaffed, as it were. Because we still, you know, haven't found a single bionic. Which, I mean, it can take a while. It can certainly take some time to get that first one going. But I do feel like some are faster. Okay, so they've restocked since we were last there, which I assume means these guys have also. Yeah. So we could go in caravan again, but we're still waiting for our Devil Strand to be done. And we don't really have, and we have 500 leather and a bunch of silver, but which actually I kind of wish that an Imperial trader would come by soon so we can, you know, see if that large amount of silver is going to be enough for them. Heat stroke. Well, these rooms should be the perfect temperature, so yeah. Heat stroke's not much of an issue as long as I actually get sleep. You know, it's really sad that our entire economy runs on plants, and all of our plants are slow because of this. We can't get rid of this because of this. So, it's unfortunate. I am considering just the next big trader that comes in, I just go and aggro the mech raid and try to bring it over to the traders, see if they'll deal with it. Because really, that centipede is the scary part. If we can just, like, get in, destroy the smoke spewer, and then run away, then the centipede will be taken out by the traders. Because, yeah, I don't know if we can handle a centipede on our own at this point. That is, like, way too much. We can't be taking raids for people we don't know. Get out of here. Come back when you actually have some information to tell us. Okay, we'll turn off bed rest because I think you're good for now. Oh great, an eclipse. Just slow down our plants even more. That's fine. You know, I suppose if I really wanted really fast turnaround on plants, I'd just get like hydroponics and stuff. Because, you know, farming in this manner, definitely, like, you get a lot more, but you get them in bursts. So go call the exotic goods trader. They usually have good stuff. As I was saying, they have good stuff. An architect jaw is is our first actual bionic gonna be a jaw? Is that, I don't think that helps us. You know, we kind of, I would get it if we had the spare money, but we kind of need something that's gonna help us in combat. I mean, unless we bite the enemy, I don't think that's gonna do much. Although, I mean, honestly, this is as good as a lot of melee weapons in the game. But no, not good enough. Not for us. We got a breaching arm. And that's actually good. That's some good damage right there. But it's not the one I want. But would it be good enough? Actually, what is the breaching arm good at? With a built-in concussion effect designed to knock down walls. Okay, so it's literally a breaching arm. It's made for you to break through walls. And that's it. And I guess it has enough DPS. We could put this as like the left arm and have a power arm as the right one. Because at the very least, this would give us that melee DPS we need. I mean, 15 damage per second. Although, the question is, does this actually do its damage in melee combat? Because you see here, it says 2 seconds per attack, 30 damage, but only demolish. Does that mean it only attacks buildings with this attack? Because that might be what it's saying. I mean, if we could demolish some people's faces, that would be some good damage, but I don't think that's what it's saying. I think this is literally just for breaking down walls and wouldn't do extra damage against people. Right? Maybe. I think I would need to look into it. Because honestly, that could be a game changer. But would it be any better than our ranged weapon options? I'm not sure about that. But let's see. Yeah, and since the breaching arm is added by a mod, there's no information online out as to, at least no easily accessible online stuff. So, I guess that's that. We can't get it. We'll just wait for one of the better ones. So let's see. So that's a decent one. Leaping charge, that's pretty good. Because that'll get us like a long distance. Channels the wild energy of felines to perform a psychic jump that charges into the target, furiously striking it twice. Now, that's only good once we have melee type abilities, though. Steel Vitality transfers the natural healing factor, movement speed, and consciousness to the caster. Interesting. So we could, like, steal Void's Vitality and just supercharge our own person. But I don't know if that's the best idea. I think it would be better to have 2 usable people right now rather than 1 super strong usable person. So we'll not do that. I honestly don't know if there's anything these guys have that I actually need, because everything's like good adjacent. You know, like the breaching arm, if that were a power arm, I'd buy it. The Architect jaw, if that was something like an Architect leg, I'd buy it. But they're both just slightly off. And same with these skill trainers. Like if they had a medical skill trainer, I'd buy that so that we could get the better plasteel surgery thing available. But none of this really seems all that useful. So we're gonna abstain. We're gonna sell them the elephant tusks, but that's about it. Alright, so why has no one knocked down this wall yet? Boyd, go do that after you're done. That's like the last piece we need to get this little shortcut finalized. All of this is all off limits. Sad. Dang marshy soil. Always messing stuff up. Yeah, this expansion is going to take a while to build all of this. It's going to be even harder to defend it all. I mean, I could try to do what Morg did and just place, like, turrets around the place to distract the enemies until my guys can get there and finish them off. But it's a lot of steel and a lot of components and a lot of power to to just have a bunch of autonomous turrets all over the place. Let's see, how's your sickness going? Good, better. Okay, you rest until healed. Void, go tend. So I think we just need one last good tend on this, and it'll be done. Yeah, there we go. I think we're far enough ahead that we'll be fine. Dang malaria. You know, every time. Second you think you're safe, you just turn around and get malaria. Happened to me just last week. This dang... You know, I know Devil Strand grows slowly. I can't just keep blaming all the non-growth of this stuff on the smoke thing, but every time I look at them and they're just not growing, I'm like, that dang smoke spewer. It just keeps delaying my harvest. But other than not getting any money, we're doing quite well. And actually, we haven't been attacked in a while. Oh, that's probably because it gave us the sickness as the negative effect. Man, but that malaria is really doing a number on you. Of course, Void is already over it. He's got the super immune, so not really an issue. But hopefully whatever comes our way won't be too difficult, because you still have malaria, and that's... Okay, well, it's down to minor malaria, so you can actually move and talk and shoot things again. That's good. Because, yeah, earlier it was getting a bit concerning with, like, 60% manipulation. Like, you're never going to be able to hit anything in ranged combat like that. Why are these not... They're taking a long time to deteriorate. I suppose it hasn't really been raining, so that's fine. They'll get there. Ooh. Interesting. So we've got impids. These are all melee. That's good. These are all melee. Also, additionally, how? How do we have an... This is an impid, right? Yeah, how is an impid directly related to a non-impid? I mean, I guess those are just xenogenes. Or no, no, that's germline genes. So how does that work exactly? Is it like a half impid? Or are we a half impid? We just didn't inherit any of the genes? I don't know. Cause yeah, usually you don't want to kill family members. You know, that's usually frowned upon. Except they're completely useless in a fight. I guess if we recruited them, they have some good intellectual, good medical. They could learn mining, and then they have decent melee. We could outfit them with some bionics, and then they'd have fire spew as well. So I mean, a fire spewing bionic monstrosity would actually be a pretty good, you know, a pretty good asset. Plus, I mean, decent crafting as well. They could make components and stuff. But 0 plants, not being able to help in the vineyard would be a little unfortunate. Well, let's just say if we knock her down but don't kill her, we'll bring her in and nurse her back to health. But if she dies, she dies. If she runs away, we'll just let her escape. But we got a war on two fronts here. And we both have some issues. And it's raining. Because they're all melee. And we're all ranged. So that is an unfortunate setup. But essentially, we're going to send Void up. Paya's going to go down. And we're going to intercept both armies. But I'm probably going to need to be, like, pausing it a lot and jumping between the two just to handle trying to kite two different armies of enemies. Can you hit someone? I need you to hit someone. Because if you don't hit someone, they're just going to keep running towards my base. Yeah, you hit the base. Dude. Thank you. Okay, that didn't help. That none of this is helping. We literally just, you can't hit anything. Okay, and you actually hit something. You're not as worthless. In ranged combat, it would seem. Void, shoot better. Please. Because they are inside the base. You've only hit them like twice. Our slave cannot fight. Like literally, they are useless. They have one in each fighting skill. And we don't want them dying just because you can't aim at something. You know? Okay, you need to get inside the little... Except they're gonna be... I don't know why they're ignoring my guys. Like, seriously, there's nothing in there for you. Do we just need Paya to deal with every threat we come across? Because obviously Void is in over his head trying to fight just a few melee tribals. Okay, we're speed boosting you. And you're moving back up here. Void needs help because they're just gonna rampage through our entire base before Void even realizes that they're here. So yeah, come in this door. Void, and now you're running into people because I told you to, but you're just not actually shooting at things efficiently. Oh no, the bad aim is spreading. Okay, they're leaving. And you're still here. You're still fighting. These guys are leaving after bursting into two of my rooms. Like, why? Just what was the point? They didn't even destroy anything. They just broke two walls and were trying to break through another one. Like, I don't understand what their intentions here were, but you know what? That's fine. Paya's gonna go back outside and start dealing with them. Void, you try to stay in here, clean up the rest of these losers before they destroy every wall on their way out. Void, please. Please. And Paya, you need to be doing work. I can't be babysitting Void this whole time. It's weird because these guys seem a lot more interested in breaking through things than actually attacking me. Which is not what I expected, honestly. You're... Okay, we hit you in a prosthetic. Yeah. That's not good. We might not... I didn't look at her health conditions. But alcohol addiction plus liver issues... And we could get a bionic liver pretty easily. But that's going to require constant tending if I'm... Oh wait, is it? I mean, it reduces moving and part efficiency, but it doesn't look like it's something that needs tending. Although, No, it's the kidneys that help with fighting off infections, right? So a liver issue wouldn't make it so infections are harder to deal with, I don't think. But we'd need to get her off alcohol addiction. We would need to... Genetic pessimism. Yeah, that would be an issue. She's an impid, so they're not exactly good at anything. Except combat, really. I guess the only bright side is that she's good in hot weather. You know? To 46 degrees Celsius, that's not bad. So I guess we're gonna continue the fight. If she survives, we're gonna need to make a hard decision as to whether we keep her or not. Okay, how well did you survive? Pretty well. Oh no. I'm not good at making hard decisions like this. I suppose we could just rescue her and make it so she doesn't die, just, you know, because we don't want that. But at the same time, not actually try to recruit her. Just kind of nurse her back to health and let her leave. Because... yeah, or I guess we could always enslave, but... yeah, no. I don't think it looks good to enslave your family members. Okay, and you can stop cowering in the bunker. Oh, they were dead, so that's just tainted stuff. That's unfortunate. Alright, but yeah, you go tend to this person. Hopefully they'll be fine. We need to actually like get a legitimate prison set up at some point. Like we can't just keep putting people in a wooden box. It's a little barbaric. You know, because nothing else we do is barbaric. Obviously. Wait, you're still alive for how long? 1 hour? I don't think anyone can get out to you in that time. Where are you? Oh, you're up here. Okay. Meditating at this. That's fine, I guess. Yeah, and now we're gonna need to remake like a bunch of different of these, which is unfortunate. I really don't like having to rebuild a bunch of different portions of wall. You don't rest. You need to actually rebuild stuff before you rest. Because you'd be sleeping outside, technically, if you were to try to rest right now. And I don't think you want that. Okay. The houses have gotten their integrity back. Now we just need the walls to be fixed. Which we should probably do at some point soon, so animals don't wander in and start eating our already hurting, you know, farmland. Need a research project. I know. But everything I want to get requires a multi-analyzer. I suppose we can start trying to go for bionics. Where are those? Because way back here is... where's the oh, there's the prosthetics. Yeah, and those lead... okay, bionics are past here. That's past fabrication. And then advanced bionics are even further. Because really, the only point that I would want to actually start installing things would probably be on the advanced bionics and advanced specialized limbs. Because that's the point where you actually start getting the good stuff. But That's a lot of research away, and we need a multi-analyzer, which would go here. So we need you to have a new room, which means we need to outfit this room, which means we need more cloth. Right? Actually, I guess we don't really need to. What we could do, we could set an overwall vent into this room, so these are, you know, actually, let's just have it into both rooms. So that these both also equalize the heat in here. And then since it's a slave room, we don't exactly need... We don't really need them to have carpet, do we? So that's fine. They can just be in the blood-splattered, dirt-floored room. And then we need a multi-analyzer. That's why we moved stuff. We need gold for that. Great. And that's going to take most of our plasteel. Also great. Okay, but you're fine for now. You know, the issue is that this person is going to be getting better from their wounds, and then their addiction is going to start making it so they can't get up. Oh man. We have a lot of family members are in the surrounding tribes, apparently. We got some Impid family members because Uncle Jimmy's just a bit freaky that way, I guess. We're just not even gonna ask how some of his kids are Impids, but I guess these things happen. And why she's part of a enemy tribe, like that's also a bit weird. No, don't arrest. Go and trade. After you wake up. Whenever that might be. Which is now. So let's see. This is farming trader. Okay. So we can sell them all our meat. Which actually, I think we need to keep that meat, but we do have an abundance of corn. So let's... It's too much. Let's just take every cent we can from them. Because I don't... Well, I actually didn't look at their stock, but generally, farming traders don't have much we need. They have huskies, if we wanted to... Well, they have 2 male huskies. So if we wanted a singular husky, we could do that, but I don't think that's very important for us. Okay, well, we took every cent they own, so that'll have to be enough for us. Hey, we're getting Psylink levels. Just gets us closer and closer to being the unstoppable Psycasting, you know, bionic monstrosity that we are destined to become. Yeah, but we'll need gold for this. Do we have gold on the map? I don't remember seeing any, but I haven't exactly been looking out for it either. So let's just take a look around. No gold yet. I mean, I think it would stand out quite a bit. It's like bright yellow, right? One might even say gold colored. Yeah, no gold on the map, as far as we can tell. Of course, we can only see the surface level of these. There's probably gold like in the middle of one of these mountains, but there's no way for us to tell that unless we dig in there and find it. Alright, we have delivered a lot of stuff. Ooh. I mean, that's not the gold we need, but that's a lot of value jumping into the map. Very nice. You know, eventually we might need that. If we want to make like I don't know why Morg was doing this, but she did she did have that thing where she made the jade royal beds for us, which was very nice, but at the same time I'm not spoiling you guys that much because that'll just make life like 10 times harder for us because all of our everything is just multiplied by 5, which is not going to be good. Okay, so they did have beer with them. In theory, we could administer one now to help them not have withdrawal, and then another one once they've recovered more. Just kind of give it periodically to help them recover faster. Because the faster they recover, the faster we can tell them to hit the road. So I think that we're not going to do it yet because they haven't, recovered enough. But once they have recovered a bit more, we'll administer one and try to keep that withdrawal at bay. Which actually we might as well. We have 3 of them. We might as well do one. I wish I could move these things. Just move one of them into the middle of my base. That'd be nice. Hey, we're finally actually working on the walls around our base, because that would be very helpful. Okay, they're no longer incapable of walking. Yeah, that's because we got rid of the withdrawal. Because, yeah, that happens so much where you just take someone in to be like, oh, we're just gonna get them back to being healthy and then send them on their way. And then their addiction starts being an issue, and they have to stay like 10 times longer because they can't even walk because of their withdrawal symptoms. It's like, why would you do this? I wonder how that works in real life. Like, if somebody goes into a hospital and they're like really, really injured, so they need to be in the hospital for a good amount of time, but they also have like a crippling addiction to something that has horrible withdrawals. Like, do they just have to deal with the... I guess hospitals have medications that can help withdrawal symptoms, don't they? But I was just thinking, like, if you're just having horrible withdrawals, would you just be stuck in the hospital longer, or I don't know. So let's see. This is another farming one. They have a ton of gold, which is actually good because that means we can sell all of our excess food and just turn it straight into money. So let's see. We can sell all the way down. I can't see how close we are. I think we just got a harvest of corn, so let's stay with like 1,000 corn on hand just in case. So we'll just sell everything but that. We don't need much meat actually, so we can sell like most of it. That's a cool 1,300 silver right there. Nice. And now we actually have enough money to buy some of the stuff we need. Eventually, once we actually get around to that. Because we're still waiting on Devilstrand so we can go on another caravan. Which I suppose we could just take the silver we have and all our leather and go on a caravan. That would still be a pretty worthwhile endeavor. Although I am really... I'd probably need to go directly after a raid just so that I can have some assurance that we're not going to be raided directly after I leave. Because while Void can fight, I don't trust him to protect the entire base against a full-size raid. He's like a backup dancer, He's not supposed to be in the main, you know, the main performance. I mean, that's not saying that he couldn't. I'm sure that if I played the cards right, he could probably take on anything that comes at us. You know, with enough saving and reloading, anything's possible, but I'm just saying. Plus, I guess we also have a ancient danger to exploit, plus an entire mech camp. So if I lure people up here, shoot this, and run, then they'll just get beaten on by all the mechs. So in theory, I guess we're fine. It's just scary to leave the base mostly unattended, partially undefended, as it were. All right, but those are the last 2 nails in the coffin here. So our expansion has now been completed, meaning we can start making some more. Yeah, we don't want this yak in here. Shoot that thing. But we can start growing some plants. Some more of our devil strand here. Why are you not able to hit it? It is raining, I guess. But I don't think that's much of an excuse. I think you're just not good at shooting. I kind of wish it would just come at us. Because then we could actually like do the run and gun. Because you can't do that while manually firing. Well, it's pretty much dead. I think it's not going to be much of a threat. Even if it comes at us. There we go. Once again, we specifically kill it ourselves, and yet, because it's not in a home area, the game is like, nope. You don't want to have that automatically allowed. Which I don't understand, but that's fine. Okay, we'll get all the walls, and then we'll set up some growing zones. To start out with, let's see, 5 or 10, probably 5. Do that, and then do this. We'll have this be heal root. We'll have this be devil strand. And that'll be a good start to our new farm, because we'll just expand it out this way, a little bit this way, and then the rest will be devil strand down to here. Or maybe I'll grow like cotton down here and other stuff. Maybe some extra food, because we're getting a lot of farming traders, so we can honestly just sell the food, and it lasts forever in the freezer, so long as we don't have some catastrophic electricity issue. Like if they had destroyed our geothermal generator, which would have really sucked. Because we don't have enough metal to remake it, so we would have been out of electricity other than this until further notice. Anyways, yeah. So we didn't die. that is essentially what happened today. We didn't clear this. We did expand quite a lot, and we can now make more farmland. We started on carpeting, and that was about it. Not the most productive stream, but I'm gonna be ending the stream here. We're gonna be. I wanted kind of a shorter stream today because I don't know, because there's things to be doing, I guess. I don't know. I'll be doing another stream tomorrow, which is Friday, I think, if I remember correctly. And that'll be a 4-hour stream. I'll probably be doing more Rimworld, unless I don't know, unless I feel like doing something else. But I've been having fun with the Rimworld, so we're probably just gonna continue with that. And that's about it. So I'll see you guys next time / tomorrow. All right. Goodbye.